So far I had a great difficulty winning on this map with the Terran especially. I was only able to win with the Protoss using a carrier approach and with the Zerg playing normal game. But so far with the Terran it wasn't so good because the enemy, they tend to attack me early on, and I either am unable to defend myself or I lose out later in the game. And so this time I'll just try to practice and see if I can win this. This is one of the new maps that I'm playing. It's not the new map on this game, but it's one of the new maps that I'm playing myself. And what I'm noticing is that instead of normally quickly getting myself 3 bases that are close to each other, easily defendable, I can only have 2 bases, and the third one is especially hard to defend. And the enemy can attack either my second base or my third base, and that makes things very difficult for me. It's unclear just how manageable this is going to be, and probably the only thing I can do to actually win this is to try and play as fast as best as I possibly can without making many mistakes, and so I shall try to do that. But obviously this is going to take more than one game, and we'll see if that is doable for me. Already we soon have enough gas for 2 upgrade options. I'm gonna go with the tech lab because I'll need the upgrades. So now we don't have enough gas, unfortunately. But things should clear a moment or two from now. Okay, EA, defensive upgrades, offensive upgrades, and we go for a few Terrans here. I have to... Oh no, this SSV was ordered to go there. I wanted to set myself a rally point here, so that I could start coming up with defensive positions. And so I'm ordering more and more troops to set up bases in some other areas too. Okay, I can increase the number of barracks. So we have 5 barracks in total, which is fine. I'm sure it is. We'll have ourselves 2 armories, which is more than enough. And after that, we'll just need to build quite a few of these. Now, it's very important to not forget to build units. We don't have many, and that's very bad. I need to increase the health of troops and create an ability to have stim. Then with the armory I'll be able to further upgrade my troops, and I need the spaceport. Now here is where we encounter some problems with them. With the gas. Alright, now I need troops. I need a lot of troops for myself. And so things could start moving forward, because so far things are not looking good. There is a lot out there that needs resources, and that's the biggest problem that we currently face, is that we need enough money. I'm looking for the opponent's base. Without the space parts, we are a little bit left out, really. Vehicle ship plating on its way, and some more upgrades are on its way. These need a lot more supply depots, unfortunately, that we do not have, and obviously that's going to be bad. Well, I'm not sure if I was able to do much about it, but what I do need is I definitely need myself another base. So I finally found where they are. They're stationed here in the right corner. I'm gonna go and build myself another command center. So far they didn't attack me. That is very, very good. Avoiding attacks from them is going to be crucial here. It's a Protoss. Okay. They are not engaging me. That's fine. And now I need the medevacs. The medevacs are going to help me out tremendously with combat. I need 6 of them. This will take a few minutes to completely finish off. And I just mostly suffer from lack of resources that I hopefully am going to acquire in a moment. I just need to build myself some more SUVs, actually. I do. As you can see, most of the time my resources are quite low. And that's good, because that means I'm using most of the stuff I have to use. Just another bunch of medevacs need to be completed. I'll get my command centers in number 5, because I'll have to drop all those mules out sometime. Okay, here's another 2 medevacs, and so we finally have ourselves a reasonable force that is going to start dealing some damage. I'm ordering my troops to go to... Okay, we are engaging. I'm stimming. So far it looks great. We are doing a lot of damage here. And we broke through. I'm surprised we did it. We didn't lost many medevacs, fortunately for us. These guys are bugged out. We definitely need to build ourselves another command center. In here we are going to finish this off. And this will reduce their ability to fight us crazy. Like crazy. I'm going to send another unit here and there to check out if there are any more bases. But so far I think we broke through, we destroyed most of what they had. We're building reinforcements. Things are not looking bad. They lost 2 bases. They are suffering. We are increasing our count, our resource count. Everything seems to be going just fine, really. And they ask for GG already. Before that, we are going to destroy the base. It looks like they realize they don't have enough resources to do much about anything. As you can see, I can stim so hard that these troops, the true health would fall down to 5. And now they're a truly easy prey for whatever's out there to get them. The medevacs must be continuously looked after, because if they won't be, things won't look good. Because they're just going to, as you can see, for example, I issue an attack order, and the medevac, without the ability to shoot, he just goes forward. And that just kind of exposes the medevac to enemy's firepower. In turn, he's going to die. I changed Team AI's color to green. I would say that this engagement was pretty easy. Normally I encounter a very strong enemy army. Probably it's because it was the Protoss. It could be. Because when I engaged the Protoss in the first encounter, we managed to beat them without taking heavy losses. And that is a little bit suspicious for me, because normally it wouldn't go like that. Normally they would do a lot more damage to us, and the AI, it normally creates a very, for example, in Zerg example, a very strong diverse army. They fungal, they catch, bring the troops, they catch to them, they destroy, they use all kinds of air ground unit mixes, and this just makes things very, very hard to overcome, really. As you can see, I'm going for 2 command centers reasonably early, and then I'm going for 2 gas geysers because I want to go with those upgrades quickly. Then it's about bringing that potential to upgrade quickly. in place by building 2 of these engineering bases. After that we continuously build workers so that we can saturate these gas geysers and go for a bunch of barracks. The barracks are needed to defend ourselves from their aggression. Sometimes when I try to send a worker to the gas geyser, that worker, he tends to carry a resource patch with him, and I just lose like 15 resources. I think a worker actually brings in something like 15 resources with him, and so I have to kind of sometimes think about it, work it out, because it's not good to lose those resources. It can add up to 100. It may seem not much, but in the beginning of the game there's no such thing as a small amount or so. Now I feel that I have so many resources, don't even know what to do with them, but I'm just going to increase the size of the number of barracks and the size of my workers that are extracting minerals, because that is very important. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for 5 barracks approach here. Oh no, they come at me. They came at me. So that's the problem that I'm facing, and that's just pretty much encountering their forces that attack me very early on in the game. I'm unable to defend against that, and even if I would send all my SUVs, I cannot defeat them. I have to build troops quickly, a lot quicker than I'm currently doing that. And they even have upgrades. Their life is increased, so these guys did a great job here by destroying me. They're supported by some anti-armor here, and these marines can kill off whatever is out there. They're constantly going to receive reinforcements now, and so I will be destroyed. In order for me to avoid that, I have to, instead of building up a second command center, I have to just wall off the entry into my base and build myself a few units, and only after that I should be going after the second command center. This is where I have to build my supply depot. And I'm gonna go and wall off the entry here, but not with an engineering bay. Unfortunately, for some reason, I think it was the lack of resources, I couldn't build a barracks. As far as I'm aware, the barracks are walled off with with supply depot and the barracks, but it seems that I just didn't know how to do it right here. So I'm not going to stress. I'll just have to check on the internet how they do it. There are quite a few guides how to play this game, and I'm sure I am going to use some of these and learn how to do it. As you can see, if I am not building the command center, then it's not so bad. I can create myself a proper fighting force very quickly. It's just going to take a toll on resource collection, because a lot of units have to be sent to collect resources. Now that I have a few bases I can start producing units and maybe even launch a counterattack. Obviously, for that I need a lot of depots, which I don't have for now, and it's time for me to build myself a command center. Now I'm able to have some damage inflicted, not enough. Okay. Now it's walled off. No, it wasn't walled off, but it's something. We're building marines. I'm going to go and send a marine to each and every corner. It looks like the early attack is not going to come. I'm going to build myself another command center.